What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the next episode of the Balanced Vibes podcast. My name is Kirsten, and you know what? Today is episode number 100. Yes, there's been 100 episodes of the Balanced Vibes podcast, and if you have been listening to all of them, I don't know, I think that's amazing. And if you've been listening just 2 or 3, maybe this is your first one, this is also amazing. Thank you so much for being here. But if you actually have listened to all of them, I would like to hear from you. So please send me a DM on Instagram and let me know, yes, I have listened to all 100 episodes. I definitely want to hear from you. But today, what we're going to talk about is I'm going to touch a little bit more on fad diets, quick fixes, one more thing that I want to mention about them. And then also I'm going to answer a question that I got on my Instagram. So today on Instagram, I shared a picture. I shared side by side. There was me about, what would I say, maybe 8 years ago, and then me today. And 8 years ago, I looked totally different, and today I look totally different. And I said in this post that I am eating about 1,200 calories more. And I got a good question about that, and I want to answer this. And I want to encourage you to take a step back and look at yourself. See what you're doing. Are you overtraining? Are you undereating? How's your relationship with yourself? And hopefully offer you a couple of helpful tips. But the first thing I want to mention today is quick fixes and fad diets. So I just got this idea the other day when I was thinking back to some of the weird fitness gimmicks that we've had or weird fitness tools that have taken off and most people maybe have in their basements or somewhere in their closets. They're just collecting dust because nobody's using them because they are not effective. And a couple of things that came to mind. One of them was Thigh Master. Do you know the Thigh Master? Actually, my family never had it. My mom never had it. My mom has actually never been too much into fitness or weight loss, fat loss. And I'm really grateful that I didn't grow up in this very obsessive household where I've heard from a lot of people that their moms were on diets all the time and restricting and starving all the time. I'm really lucky that I didn't have that. And we also didn't have weird fitness stuff in the house. We were very basic, we had a basketball and, my mom's back then, her boyfriend used to take me out for track practice and we'd try long jump. We did stuff like that. But we never had thigh masters or waist trimmers or stuff like that in our house. But I know a lot of people did. And I remember my friend also did. Her mom bought literally everything under the sun that came out. There was those, TV commercials that get this and get toned abs and get nice round butt, whatever the things are, burn all the fat off your butt. And of course, in the Thigh Master, get that thigh gap. The thigh gap is still absolutely hilarious to me. And actually just the other day, I was just joking. I was telling my husband, look, my thigh gap completely closed. And he asked me, what is that thing about thigh gap? What is it? Why do women want that? What's so attractive about it? I'm I don't know. I really don't know. But it comes out that even guys don't really like it so much, or they don't care for it. But anyways, that's not where I wanted to go. I wanted to say that fad diets, quick fixes are basically like the Thigh Master or your waist trimmer for your fitness. In other words, they don't do anything. They don't do absolutely anything. So you can get on a ridiculously low-calorie diet. Let's say it is a cabbage soup diet. It's kind of like your Thigh Master, right? Use it for a little while, then you're it didn't do anything. It was a waste of time. You see absolutely zero results and you stop using it. Isn't it the same thing? Or it's kind of like waist trimmer. It's supposed to help you to get abs, right? Everybody wants to get visible abs. It's not going to give you that, right? It's not. And exactly like quick fixes, they are designed in a way that you just cannot stick with them. They are totally stupid. They don't do anything to help you in any kinds of way. And then you just stop using. So exactly the same thing. So basically fad diets help you lose fat just as well as Thigh Masters help you to tone your thighs and waist trimmers help you get your abs. So when you have a body goal, physique goal, you want to look stronger, you want to look leaner, you want to have nicer butt, you want to have maybe stronger core. You don't need a Thigh Master and you don't need a waist trimmer. What you actually need is the foundational lifts, right? So you get in a gym or at home and you lift barbells or you lift dumbbells, you squat heavy, you deadlift heavy, you do some shoulder presses that are heavy. So this is the foundation. So for example, if your coach tells you that we're gonna do squats again this week, and you're like, oh my God, squats again? Are we gonna ever do anything new? Then it's not that your coach is dumb. No, it's not. It's actually a very smart coach because they know what gives you most bang per buck, right? It is the squat, it is the deadlift, it is the row, it is the overhead press, right? So these are the things that help you the most. Now, when we talk about diets, it's not another quick fix that you need to know about. It's not that you don't know yet about this 1 egg a day diet, right? I just come back to this one because to me, this is the most hilarious one. So there's no fad diets. There's no new diets that you need to know about. It always comes back to basic nutrition, right? The foundation of nutrition. What is that? Eating mostly whole foods, eating mostly foods that are coming from nature, as close as possible to the source. Eat plenty of those. And then, if you want to get more dialed in, adding macros. Definitely help you understand how your body responds to certain macronutrients, why you need to keep your protein high, what is the right balance for you between the fats and the carbs. So I think it's a very, very valuable tool. So this is basically the foundation. You don't need any like super sophisticated thing. I mean, of course, it's a different story if you have like intolerance or you try to figure out some gut issues, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, then it's a different story. But if you basically you're a healthy person, you just want to change your body composition, you want to tweak a few things, start from there. Start from eating whole foods, natural foods, healthy foods, and then throw in some macro counting if you're ready for the next step. So stay away from anything that's quick, whether it is, like a ridiculous workout tool that promises you insane results. You're not going to get them from there, right? And also same thing with quick diets. They're not going to give you any results. What gives you real results is sticking with the basics, which is often not sexy. People want to buy like fast things that are like shiny objects. I'm going to get this one. I'm going to get this one. And at the end of the day, they're not doing anything. Instead, get really consistent, like crazy consistent with the basics, right? And then you see amazing results. All right. So the second part of today's podcast is going to be based on my today's Instagram post. So in this post, like I mentioned, I shared 2 pictures. So one of the pictures was back from the days when I was running a ton and really depriving myself really deeply. Probably ate around 1,200 calories at that point. And then the second picture was me last week, and I definitely have quite a bit more muscle definition there. And I said in this post that, can you imagine eating 1,000 calories more than what you are eating right now? And I'm going to read you actually this post out loud. If you believe that 1,000 to 1,200 calories is all you are, quote unquote, allowed to eat in a day, then you probably say, hell no. I cannot imagine that I would ever eat 1,000 calories more than I currently do. So you likely think that I'm out of my mind when I say that you probably can eat that much. There's about 1,000 to 1,200 calorie difference per day between the first picture and the second picture. So in the first picture, I was eating about 1,200 calories net, right? Mostly coming from plain oats, some jam that I put on my oats, some spaghetti, some tuna in water, and then some bread. Yes, I was never afraid of carbs, but you don't see any fat there because for me, that was forbidden. And then the other picture, which was from last week, I'm eating about 2,300 to 2,400 calories and I eat pretty much everything. Protein and plants are always high on my list, so a lot of those foods, but also some chocolate and maybe a drink once a week. Eating out is never an issue. I also won't get fat from just looking at food, which is what I hear a lot of people say. I get fat from just looking at a cupcake. No, it's not happening. So what happened? It's not that something about my genetics changed magically overnight. It's that I changed my lifestyle, my diet, my training, and my mindset around food. And you can do these things too. You too can have so much more energy. You don't have to be hungry all the time. You don't have to choose from 5 foods only. You don't have to say no to chocolate, a slice of cake, or bread if you want them sometimes, or maybe you want some of these things daily. I eat chocolate pretty much every day. You also can enjoy your workouts instead of feeling like they're a chore. And none of this means blowing up and adding 50 pounds of body fat overnight. So this is the post that I shared today on Instagram. And then I got a good question, and I'm going to read you that question too. Or rather comment question. Hi, I just read your recent post. Curious how much strength training do you do or exercise do you do to look this great with added intake? If I could just trust myself and my body to do that, I think I might be happy. Thank you. All right, so a couple of things about this comment. First of all, what does your exercise look like? And then the second half, if I could only trust myself and my body to do that, I think I might be happy. All right, so let's actually start from the second half. If I could trust, okay? So my question is, who decides that, right? It's only you who can make that change. If you've been doing something for years and it's not working, it's only you who can trust that. Like, you are making choices every single day. You're making that same choice, like under eating. You're making that same choice. I'm not going to eat carbs. You're making the choice of not eating fats. Whatever the thing is, it's you who's making that choice. You're making that choice of like depleting yourself with cardio every single day. It's totally your choice. Now, how can I start trusting it? Think, I haven't seen the other side yet. I know how it feels here. I know what it looks like here. Why don't I just go and see what's on the other side? Why don't I go see and see what happens if I let go of these very crazy patterns of overtraining myself and starving myself? And I get it, the old thing is very safe, and that's why we don't want to let go of it. But it also creates us a lot of issues. This woman would not have texted me this message if she was feeling great, but she's not feeling great. Something's off. Something is not working, and that's why she's asking. So my advice here is to just, take that leap and try it out. See what happens. If you don't like it, I guess you could go back to your old ways, but give it enough time, give it like 3 months, 4 months of changing your routine, adding some calories. And if you've been starving yourself all the time, adding strength training and cutting back on cardio, if you know that it's really depleting you, if you know that you're having hormonal issues, if you know that your sleep is terrible, if you know that you're getting constantly injured, why do you keep yourself stuck in the same loop, right? It's time to do something different. Now, the second part of it is, if I could trust myself and do it, I think I might be happy. Okay. And I'm not sure exactly what she refers to, if she refers to like having a different body because she said, you look so good. I just want to say that your happiness doesn't come from how your body looks, right? So there's a deeper thing that we have to get into. It's on your soul level, really. Like, what is going on there? Why am I doing all these things that I'm doing right now? Am I trying to get some approval? Am I trying to fix something that's broken inside? Am I trying to get someone's attention? What is the reason? And understand that you're not going to be happy just because your body is different. So I just want you to understand that. You may be happier because you're now sleeping better. You have more energy. You are more confident. You have more strength. Yes, these things can add to your happiness, but I just want you to understand that if something is broken on a deeper level and needs healing on soul level, then this is a different kind of work that you have to do. All right. And then last part, kind of coming back to the first half of the question, how much strength training do you do and how much do you exercise to look this way? And here's what I'm doing. So right now I'm doing 4 strength workouts a week, and 3 of them are longer. 1 of them is shorter. So here's what it looks like. The longer workouts are anywhere between 60 to 75 minutes. So yes, that's hour to hour 15. And I lift heavy weights, right? So I use heavy stuff, heavy for me. This is different for everybody, but I don't spend my time in the gym lifting 10-pound dumbbells. I don't do that. So I lift heavy weights 3 days a week. And then the 4th day is more like leg but specific workout, and that's about 25 minutes. I'm working on my glutes a bit more because this is one of the body parts that does not develop for me personally very well. So I have to put a little extra attention to it. So 4 workouts a week. And then in addition to that, I take 10,000 steps every day, most days. However, there are some days when I don't. It's rare, but it happens. Like last Saturday, we went to the lake, we just laid down, went to eat at a restaurant. I got some steps, but I didn't hit that 10K. By the end of the day, I didn't beat myself up over it, right? So also have to let go of that perfectionism. With everything, do your best, do what you can, give your best, put in some real effort. Don't think that everything has to come to you easy, but also understand that, nothing's going to be broken if you don't hit that goal every single day, right? Anyways, 10K steps, as many, most days of the week. I already mentioned the workouts, and that's pretty much it. I do some restorative stretching or mobility. That's like first thing in the morning. I do just a little bit to move, to feel better. I feel my hamstrings are tight. I want to stretch out. Sometimes I do it actually together with my clients. I still have a couple of personal training clients on Zoom, so I just stretch with them. And that's what I do. And this is restorative. This is restorative stuff. This is not like core power yoga. Let's see how many calories you can burn doing this yoga workout. Yoga was not meant to be done this way at all, right? So yoga is more like mind, body, soul connection. And yes, of course, feel like your body too, physical body too. How do you move? How do you breathe? Are you feeling more relaxed? Yes, there's so many different types of yoga you can do, but it wasn't intended to be like burn calories. Let's see how many you can do it. It's your rest day, but at least burn some. It's not how it's meant to be done. Okay, so I'm doing a little bit of that when I feel like it, and that's it. I don't run. I don't do cardio. I don't do spinning classes. I have run. I think I maybe do a sprint once in 2 weeks. No, I mean 2 months. Once every couple of months, I might do a sprint workout. And this is usually, it has happened 3 times actually. It has happened after doing breath work. So if you know a little bit more about me, you know that I'm a big fan of breath work and I do it every day. So sometimes I feel like supercharged after that breath work. I'm like, I'm going to go and do stuff now. And then I've gotten this like intuitive hit that I want to go and run and sprint. And this is what I've done. But literally, I think in the past 4 months now that I've done breath work, it has happened maybe 3 times. But running is not regular on my schedule. I let go of that many years ago now at this point, and it's not what I do regularly. And that's it, 4 strength workouts, 3 longer, 1 shorter, 10K steps a day, and then stretching when I feel like I need something restorative. So this is pretty much it. And again, if you are currently stuck in this like hamster wheel of having to do 70 million things every single day, and on top of that, not really taking care of your nutrition, starving yourself, hoping to get smaller, but at the same time, you're getting injured, you're getting hurt, your hormones are a mess, your sleep is totally messed up, all these things, then what you're doing is not working for you, and you're going to change something. And I encourage you to take down the intensity, to take down the volume, to focus more on muscle building, feeling good, restorative stuff, instead of depleting your body all the time. All right, this is all I got for you today. Couple more days. My reverse dieting program, Metabolic Reset, is still available until Friday. So if you want it, if you are that person who I described, under eating, overtraining, doing all the things, not seeing any results, getting hurt, hormonal issues, and then fat loss resistance, then you gotta do this program. So it's still available. Find it everywhere. It's in my Instagram bio. It's in the show notes. It's on my YouTube description. It's on the blog as well. So wherever you find it, grab it because it's going to go away after Friday. So that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode number 100 of the Balanced Vibes podcast. I'm very, very grateful for you. And remember, send me a DM if you have listened to all 100 episodes. All right, that's all. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.